Leica released the second firmware update for the Leica Q3, and they promise several things. But is it any good?
Hi, and thank you for clicking on this video. My name is Phil, aka Phil, and today I want to share with you my experience with the latest firmware update for the Leica Q3, which is version 1.3. By the way, I'm recording this on the latest iPhone 15 Pro in log HD.
Well, I tried to be pro and I set my iPhone to lock the exposure, and it looks like that I also locked the autofocus. So it looks like that the footage is a little bit out of focus because the autofocus of the iPhone was off. Just something to be aware why the footage doesn't look sharp. It's a user error and not the iPhone's error. Back to the video.
In full HD, 25 frames per second, since I'm in a PAL region. And curious how the video will turn out. So share your thoughts in the comments below. I'm just curious because everyone is talking about 4K 60 log profile, and I just wanted to see how it turns out in full HD. But back to the topic. I used the latest firmware update for a few days now and wanted to share my experience with you guys. Like I mentioned in the logs, several points: improved connection with the Photo Leica app, bug fixes regarding freezes, and also improved face detection. In my previous videos, I already shared with you my experience with the Leica Q3 and all the freezes I already had with this expensive camera. And since this camera costs $6,000, it was quite annoying having several freezes when you use that camera every day like I do. And therefore I'm very lucky that Leica takes this issue seriously, and since launch of the Leica Q3 they released 2 firmware updates already, and this one I'm very happy to say that I haven't any freezes since I updated to version 1.3. I also tried to reproduce older freezes. The most well known is the play freeze issue, so to say. It appeared when you turned on your Leica Q3 and basically pressed the play button too quickly, and somehow that caused the freeze of the Leica Q3, which I had several times, and luckily Leica addressed this issue. And yes, as I already mentioned, I didn't have any freezes since then. If I have any upcoming in the next few days, I will update you. But for now, I'm just happy that my Leica Q3 doesn't freeze anymore. It looks like that not everybody had this issue. When you look at several Leica Q3's reviews on YouTube, there are also a few which report they don't have this issue. But since Leica addressed that in 2 of their firmwares, I'm happy that they took this seriously. An additional point which Leica mentioned in this firmware update is the updated face detection. To be honest, I'm not quite sure yet if it's really improved. For now, I can only say that it doesn't detect phantom faces like before, but still it is not snappy like Sony or Canon, obviously. But I think the latest Fujifilm cameras are also much better than the Leica Q3. The only gripe I have with the face detection is when it detects 2 faces in the frame. It's cool that you have the possibility to switch between the faces regarding focus, but unfortunately for now, if you're in continuous autofocus, it hunts a lot. Sometimes it's grab one face, then you want to switch to the other face, and then it somehow stays on the previous face. So still not ideal, but if you buy a Leica Q3, you know what you're buying into, and 1.0 is not perfect autofocus. Just something to be aware of. Regarding the Leica Photos app, I didn't find any major improvements. The only thing I had with the Leica Photos app was with my latest iPhone 15 Pro purchase, where was I? The iPhone 15 and the Leica app. Somehow when I tried to connect my Q3 with the latest iPhone, it didn't work. The only thing which helped was reinstalling the app on my iPhone, and after that it was fine. Just a quick update regarding my personal experience with the latest update on the Q3. I'm fine that the camera is currently freeze-free on my end. I will test it further the next few weeks, but until then, thank you for watching. If you're still here, I appreciate your time. You are the one who deserves the like. And if you want to support my small little channel, check the affiliate links below in the description. That would be very supportive towards my small little channel. And if you want to see why I think that the Leica Q3 is the perfect camera for introverts, or why it's also can be seen as cheating, just watch this video.